Welcome to another episode of
Rye
I
can
Can Top
top my
My
knee.
Knee.
We're still like a second behind each other.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Whew. Well, I'm Kevin.
I'm Jonathan, and we are a boys love podcast that talks about our favorite shows and all the press and mess around them.
Yes, and Jonathan, do you call Stephen Daddy sometimes?
Girl, what the fuck?
I
Hell
mean,
no. No,
you-
no, 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 no.
Well, I mean, he is a little older than you.
That's not how we work, but
Well, anyway, today we had a beautiful day outside.
yes, it was gorgeous. Gorgeous 70
Gorgeous.
degrees.
Yes, it was really nice. No rain, no humidity. I was looking cute. I was wearing shorts, not booty shorts. It was great.
Oh, was it shorts weather? Was it giving shorts weather? I don't know.
I mean, it for me it was like, the moment it's over 70, that means legs out.
That means you don't know how to act.
Right.
So you're in these
And they
streets.
gonna get shorter the hotter it gets. No, I'm playing.
Oh my god. Come on, Hoochie Daddy Summer.
Yeah, it's maybe it might be, but if it gets
right
that
on
hot,
topic, right?
if it gets that hot, I'm gonna stay inside in the air conditioning.
As you should.
Anywho, let's get to the word on the tweet.
Okay, the word on the tweet. Let's see. So I was kind of shocked. Barcode is leaving Beyond Cloud. I was like, damn, everyone's leaving this company. What is the tea?
Like literally all that's left now is Mile, Apo, and Build. Bible.
And
Build has
Bible?
been gone.
Yeah, I
So-
think like all the other like who else, like Two and Us and the other guys like Not and Baz, like the older guys, but like kind of look like everyone else is kind of gone.
And they got
Like we
some
know
new young
Build is
ones.
gone, Jeff is gone, Ta's gone. Yeah, but they added a bunch of new people.
Yeah,
from
some
the
young
Hidden Agenda.
tenders. They did.
Yeah, but kind of like half of OG's kind of gone,
Yeah.
or at least the big names.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Mile and Apo are gonna stay there for a long time.
Yeah, they're
In
gonna
my-
ride it to the end. That's his baby. That's Miles' baby. He's like owns half the company now.
Right. And Apo is his baby too.
Oh, so Miles is daddy. P. My is his daddy.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think Marco's gonna be freelance, or you think he's going to join Jeff's company?
You know what's wild? I would not
What?
be surprised if he joins
GMMTV.
GMMTV.
No.
since that seems where everybody is going.
Right? No, I don't want. The thing is, like, part of me is like, all right, work so he can be, with some of these other actors. But another part of me is like, I don't want GMMTV to be this kind of like monopoly.
That's
on the BL
right.
industry.
Because they're getting to the point where it's giving monopoly almost.
Yeah,
they're not there
scooping
yet.
up all these
but
other boys, but like, I like these smaller studios. Like Beyond Cloud made good work.
You're right.
we don't
and
need They're
we need
kind
the
of
smaller ones.
fan servicey. I don't know. It's just it like if you're a couple on the GMMTV, it like encompasses so much.
Right.
You get put into this box of a ship.
Yeah. And getting out of that box sometimes can be difficult. Not because
so
of the
painful. There's so much-
GMMTV, but
Yeah, just the fans.
the fans are crazy. So,
Fan club.
mm,
But another thing that happened
mhm.
is that Pit Babe got renewed for a season 2, and also that whole company, that Change, what's the company? It's like Change 45, Change 5.
Yeah, change something. They have
Yeah.
another show coming out.
Yeah, they dropped their whole lineup for the next like year, and it looks like some good stuff.
Yeah, I have not seen the first season of Pit Babe yet.
You
So
should.
it's on my
That
binge
is-
list.
It
It's
is,
on my
the
binge
first
list.
live action BL with Omegaverse. No, it's
Oh.
about like Omegaverse. Like there's some, there's some
Mhm.
Mpreg, there's some Alpha, Beta, Omega stuff.
You said did you say pregnant?
Yes, Mpreg. Yes, you heard right.
Oh, Okay.
That's why I'm like, I'm surprised you haven't seen this. Watch this as soon as possible.
Considering the lineup that we have, there's certain things that are gonna go to the wayside, But
Mm-hmm.
it's on my bench list because there's gonna be a dry spell sometime
Oh, for
where
sure.
where we need to fill it up. So, um, also I saw the trailer to the other show coming from what is it? Change.
Yeah, you saw the trailer for Super Nuts, like his solo show where he's like a diva.
I didn't see that. That's not the one I was talking about.
Oh,
I'm probably talking about the one that's darker, that has the supernatural slash crime element to it. You
oh.
didn't see that one?
It was that the one that also had as the same as Pavel and Pooh,
Mm-hmm.
same guy.
And
So
there's
yeah,
the dead bodies that are hanging from the tree.
we love to see it. Come on, Supernatural.
Yeah, and apparently someone's saying a ghost did it, but I guess we'll find out if it was a ghost or not.
I'm just loving outside of school BLs. Like, give me anything. Give me a whole universe.
Yeah,
Have them be
I'm so
doctors,
tired of
cops,
university and high
nurses.
school.
Yeah.
Like unless it's groundbreaking, like, with Only Boo, I'm actually getting into, even though it's like a high school one, but it's
Mm-hmm.
different, or kind of
It's
like my school
yeah.
president was different, even though it was a high school one. Like, you have to
Mm-hmm.
make it extra different if it's going to be based in a high school or university. Other than that, just stop doing it.
Please,
Yeah.
please. Um,
What
and
else is
then
happening?
yes, the last thing's juicy, and like we didn't talk about it last week when we should have. It was like so
Ooh.
topical. It was the thing of that day.
Oh, well, I know what you're going to talk about, and there's more of
Yeah,
it that's happened. There's
I
been a little bit
know.
more. So give us the tea. Like, you got to start with the timeline from early last week
Oh
on
my
what happened.
god. So I guess, well, Bright was in Japan
Mm-hmm.
for his. He had another like home party tour in Japan,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess at night he was spotted holding hands with a woman,
Mm.
and everyone was like, "Oh my god, who is that? Is that
And they're like,
this
it's not
girl?"
when. They're
It's
like,
not
it's not
when.
when. When it's not wearing a wig. So
Oh,
it's not him.
imagine
Right.
when in drag. No, it's
Can
I don't know. So
you imagine
speculation
when in
that he has
drag?
a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Speculations, but apparently he confirmed it. He was like, "Yeah, I am dating this girl Nini, who was
Is her name
Air
Nene or Nene?
Nini Nene."
Because there's Nene as in the Nene Leaks, who is not in this fandom at all. So we got to be very
Maybe.
careful. Okay.
All right. Well, it's the girl that played Air in Together.
Okay.
Like she was like one of the seniors of the music club that they were in.
Mm-hmm. I
So I'm
remember her. She's
surprised.
pretty.
Yeah, she's
She's really
pretty. I didn't
pretty.
know that they were even together before. Like apparently that was big news back in 2021, but then they broke up over some scandal over China
Mm.
because she won some idol show to be in
Mm-hmm.
China to form like a group in China, and I
Mm.
don't know. There was some drama with Bright condemning something, and she had to like go
Mm.
against him, and so they broke up. So a lot of fans are like, "Why are you back with her? She like
Mm.
dropped you. Like she wasn't ride or die for you. Why are you back with her?" But
I think
I
the
don't know.
tea is not
For all we
that.
know, they could have been
It's
together this
less
whole
than that.
time.
Yeah, they could have been together this whole time. But I think the tea is, it's not that they're together. It's that Bright is not with Win, because there are
The
people.
T is that Bright is not with Win, and
Right.
it's shattered hearts, shattered
Right. And
minds.
people are like, hello. Like, we need these fans to understand. The vast majority of these ships are just for show. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're doing shows. They're not
It's
doing this for
shipboard.
real.
It's
There's only.
especially Bright Win when everyone loves to make fun of that together was such a bromance. They high five at
Right.
the end. Y'all
Right.
still gag that they're straight, or at least
Yeah.
you know
One of them
that not
is.
together. It's not even that they're straight, but they're not together. Like
Right.
obviously
They're
they're
not
together.
together. So, and it's kind of like we kind
And
of.
they never played into the fan service part of it. They never like acted
Never.
cutesy and like held
Right.
hands. They never did any of that. Like they made it real professional from the beginning.
Right, and there's only there's only a handful of ships that play into the fan service in Thailand. We're not going to get into the Taiwanese ones at the moment. but
Oh, but we
there's
saw a
only
snippet this week too of that.
but there's only like Earth Mix does some stuff that
Hmm.
is sus.
A little
Even when
sus, but
they're even
they've
when
known
they're
each other for so long. They've known each other for like 10 years now.
yeah, but mm, that's the only one that I would believe is real.
I'm
Out of
saying,
the GMM TV ships,
or even like I don't
that's the
know,
only one I
Cow
believe is
Tongue
real.
first, like first Cow Tongue. They feel kind of they have something.
I think there's for show.
No, they cry whenever they see each other. They are mentally ill for each other. They love each other down.
They just cry a lot. I mean, so does Gun. So there you go. Like, I don't think that one's real. Uh, and I mean, the only other ship that is not on TV today, at least, is Mew Tyler, and that one is sus. But that one is
No, they hang out way they're doing so much together. Like,
yeah.
are they really like they went from bestie travel besties to like now doing like fan meets together and like press press things, magazine shoots. Like they're not announce. I don't think they're announcing a show together because they would have done that a long time ago.
I have a prediction.
They don't need to rev it
And
up.
other people have a prediction too, but we're gonna save that for a future episode
Okay, okay. I mean,
because
we did have a whole episode where
we
we
did
deep
have a
dive
whole
into
episode,
their.
but we need a deep dive into it
We need
again
a follow
because
up.
there's more. We need a
Follow
follow up. So with that said, why don't we get into our shows of the week? So Jonathan, what is your show this week?
My show of the week is I didn't know what to say, but I really did like the show, and it just came out this week, and we can talk about it more later. But my stand-in,
It's a good show. And we will talk about it later
it was
because
good. It was
we
good.
have stuff to mention about it. So why don't we do is I'll
So
go
let's go
into
into yours.
my
Let's go into
show.
yours.
We'll talk about it a little bit and then we'll go into the new shows.
Mm-hmm.
So my show this week is Blue Boys, which is a new Korean BL web series that is on YouTube
So many
from a
shows.
small company called Sook Film.
Ooh.
Now, each episode is less than 10 minutes. So, and they're bringing out one episode a week. I think it comes out on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. I
Oh,
forgot.
very very strawberry style of once a week, like
Correct.
crumbs.
So they're giving us little crumbs. But here's the difference between Sook Film and Strongberry. Sook Film has a subscription.
Oh
Okay.
God.
And the girlies on the streets, okay, have been
Oh.
saying that if you pay for the subscription, you get the uncut version, which is longer and allegedly has some very spicy
Not spicy NC
scenes. Like
scenes.
we're talking about,
You
you
seen
know,
cheats? Korean cheats on
we're seeing
YouTube.
we're seeing some. I mean, they didn't say this, but it sounds the
We're
way
seeing
they're making it
sausage and egg.
sound. The way they're making it sound is if like if you pay for the subscription, you're gonna see some tteokbokki.
Oh my God. We're seeing some OF content on YouTube.
I don't think we're seeing that.
I mean,
I don't
are
think
they
we're.
posting
I don't
it
think
on
we're seeing
YouTube?
tteokbokki. We might be seeing some buns, but I don't think we're seeing tteokbokki. I don't think we're seeing that. And for people who don't know what tteokbokki is, that's Korean rice cake. Look it up, and then you can do the math. Okay, so but
I
uh,
can't.
I don't think there's. But besides
That's
the,
wild if they do. It seems like
besides
there's only
the,
4 episodes though.
I think so. You know, and
So it's
only
4
two have come
so it's
out.
only like 40 minutes of content.
So
And they're
it's pretty
asking
much
for some.
it's pretty much a movie. But
I
I
see.
think 40 minutes for free. And then
And they're
if you want the
teasing like an
nasty,
extended
it's like an
version.
additional 5 minutes on each one or something like that. I have not I
If,
I
if there's a
refuse to
nasty
pay.
part in every single episode, in every
Yeah,
single.
I refuse to pay until all the episodes are out. So I pay one time and then I see the nasty stuff for myself.
Oh,
And then
and then you can
I
share
don't
with the
subscribe
people.
again. And then I share with the people.
I mean,
Or
maybe you
someone's
keep
going to
on
leak it.
subscribing.
Yeah.
If they post
might.
more, you never know.
Yeah, they might post more. They might
That's
have a,
interesting.
you
But
know.
what's the show about? What's Blue Boys about?
So pretty much it's about a writer. Actually, both of them happen to be writers.
Okay.
One of them is mildly successful. The other one is writing for a sex magazine, which in Korea is a little taboo, okay? And they meet each other kind of post like university reunion, and they start talking. Then they go to somebody's home. Things start popping, clothes start popping off.
What?
Yeah, so there's
So it
and,
goes fast. It's
yeah,
fast.
it goes a little. I mean, these are only less than 10-minute episodes, so of course they got to keep it moving. And so far, I like the cinematography. You can tell, it's on a budget, but not in a bad
Mm,
way. It's more of like they're
okay.
spending the money wisely
It just
on where it
feels
needs to
web
be spent.
series like,
It feels
but
web series,
there's something familiar to that. There's
right? It's
something
not
nice.
cheap like some shows that are not supposed to be web series that they spend a lot of money on or no money on. Like, there's a show that has a clock in it that we decided not to name again. So
Anyways.
anyway, but I think it's a show worth watching, and if want to
Hmm.
see whatever nastiness is there, you
Want to take a
know,
peek?
and you want to take a peek, I think the subscription is like $2.99 or something like that. It's not anything expensive, and then plus Soup Films is a smaller studio, so any
And so any
dollar you put
funds they'll
towards
put into
them.
some future series. Yeah.
Correct. And so far this story seems to actually be moving along. I've seen other Korean web series where the story is very disjointed despite them having the money. This one so far seems like pretty good.
Mm.
So I think it's worth the watch, and it's something you could watch on your phone. Maybe not the subscription one when you're on the train headed to work. Maybe that's not a good idea. Not trying to be showing tteokbokki on your
Okay.
phone.
So how many episodes are out right now? Is it just one?
Only two. Only
Oh,
two.
it's two. So it's halfway through.
Yes, so it's halfway through. So I think it's worth watching. Um. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and talk about this new show. My stand-in.
I'm excited.
Yes, I am too. Like, I think my stand-in with Poom from Bake Me Please and Up from Lovely Writer so far has been pretty good. It's only one episode, and there was a lot happening in that
A
one
lot
episode.
happened. I feel like I didn't even watch the trailer because I like to go in blind, but I was really surprised.
I watched the trailer, but I forgot what happened.
Because I was kind of gathered. I was like, oh, it's supernatural. I thought we were just, I don't know. I thought it was like a bodyguard
Mm.
situation. I
Oh,
don't
I knew it
know.
wasn't that. What you were thinking was a
I guess it,
bodyguard?
no, I guess it was not bodyguard, but like a stunt double.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And he
Yes.
just like supposed to look like him, and he like I don't know. They trade places kind of thing. Like they're supposed to
Yeah.
look like twins, but they're not. Because obviously Mech does not look like Poom. Yeah.
No, like, yeah, they're just supposed to. They have the same name. They don't look like each other. Probably don't smell like each other either. Because I already know. I personally feel as if Poom smells like a mix of
Sunshines and
a
daisies.
potpourri, cognac,
Not
and
poopery.
yeah, cognac,
You're like
um,
sandalwood,
a little bit of sandalwood, and then
musk.
a touch of cow soy. Like, that's what I think he
Oh my
smells like.
god.
Like, and I would be
And you sniff it up.
I wasn't gonna say sniff. I was gonna say lick, but that's just me.
Anyways, no,
Anyway,
it was it was interesting. I liked the premise that we're going into something a little more darker.
yes. And I love a little dark story,
Yeah, so
and
this guy named Joe
mm-hmm.
is a stunt double for this
Mm-hmm.
famous actor
Mm-hmm.
and is doing a stunt where it goes wrong and he like falls off a cliff to his
Mm-hmm.
death apparently, and he's just kind of like,
His
well,
death
my life
maybe. His
my
death
life is fucked.
maybe. Because
Yeah,
we
his
don't know
death
if
maybe
he's
because he
right.
wakes up in like a hospital bed in
Mm-hmm.
a different body
Mm-hmm.
to a different Joe
Mm-hmm.
who's also like weirdly still connected to the industry, that he can like work his way back into kind of his similar position where he's
Mm-hmm.
seeing all his same kind of acquaintances.
Yeah, but 2 years later, after
Yeah, but
his
2 years
tragic
later,
fall,
and
and then
his
we
body, his original body's not
it's
found.
missing. Yeah.
Yeah. But this new guy has been in a coma for 2 years, and I'm like, how did he get into a coma? The mom didn't say it. Nobody said it yet. So I was like,
Mm-hmm. So we got questions, and that those are only some of the questions. I don't know if we should release the other questions. I
I
think
mean, the
people
other
should do it.
question of I'm gagged that up
Oh.
that him and Up are together. I don't know. Like I knew they were gonna be the two main leads, but like for some reason I was still like, oh,
uh,
and Up is the top work.
I mean,
Work.
we're gonna say this. We know Up is a great actor.
He is. He's really good.
He's really good. I
Sometimes he seems a little goofy to me.
yeah.
No, but I know he can play serious, but I don't know.
Yeah, he
maybe
can.
just because I've seen Lovely Rider and that show was so unserious at some parts.
Yeah,
With the
I
sound
mean,
effects
and that show
everything.
was intentionally unserious. This one,
Until it got serious later on, but it was really goofy at times.
but this one, I don't think we're going to have a goofy moment, other than maybe the character that Mech plays, who Joe is stunt doubling for.
Mm.
Um, I mean, because Mech is goofy as it is. I mean, he's an
Mech
unserious character.
Mech is always very like fuckboy.
Right, and in
speaking
this
of Mech,
case,
he
he's
was
more
like,
just showing late. You know,
Mech was tweeting about some stuff on Twitter for the show because people were like,
what was he
when,
tweeting?
no, because people were like, oh, when you're gonna be in another show, and he's like, oh, I'm in a show right now, guys. Like I just came out with a show. Like he speaks English, I guess, because he's like tweeting English a bunch. And people are like, oh, when are we gonna see you like in another BL ship? And he's like, oh, I'm never gonna be in like a new ship. Like I only want to have like one ship in my life. Like I have that kind of special person. So if you ever see me in another BL show, it will be like with Mark, like from GMTV, from his past show. Sky in Your Heart.
Sky in Your Heart. That's
yeah.
cute.
So he's like, if I ever get to do something again with Mark, then it will be with Mark. But you won't see me in like a new ship with a new man. And I was like, oh, interesting.
Very interesting.
But yeah.
Very interesting.
I'm glad he got some money though, because yeah, he was like, I'm not trying to throw shade at why I left the company and all this stuff, but
and also, I mean, I guess he doesn't want to talk about what is that show, Red Peafowl, which I think is not going to happen anymore, which Mech was also supposed to be in.
Oh yes.
So he probably is like, you know what? I'm not even going to try to give that show any attention since we don't think it's happening anymore.
Like he's just gonna focus on this show, which is good.
Right.
I mean,
yeah, this show is actually
his
out
character so far. Like you can already tell. I was at first like, oh, I forgot all the names. So except for Joe, but Up's character is like obviously crushing on Mac in the show, but he is in a relationship with his sister. So I was like, how you gonna go after your sister's man? Like, come on, give it up.
Yeah, y'all siblings can't be fighting over the same man. That's a little wild.
Like, give it up, girl. Like he's obviously not gonna get with you if he's with your sister, or
Right.
maybe that's not even your sister. Like if you guys are like a trio, like he's obviously still with this other girl.
And it seems like he's into women. Like I think he sees.
And I feel like Mech knows that this guy likes him, and he's just kind of
right.
like, I'm playing along. This is my little nong or whatever.
Yeah, like he's just trying to be nice and not have an open conversation about it. He needs to have an open conversation about it and say, look, I'm not into you like that. I love you as a friend. I don't love you as a, as a thing, like thing, toing, 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 not like that,
But you can get with my stunt double, who apparently looks like me from the back. And that's what you wanted.
From the
and
front.
That's what you wanted in the scene. Ooh, not the better from the front.
Like, Mech is cute, okay? Let's be real.
But
Poom is fine, okay? Like, Poom, you know what? Poom is the kind of guy that if he walked in and said, you look a hot mess, I'll be like, thank you, daddy. Like,
thanks
that
for
kind of
that. Thanks for
thank you.
Mama.
Like, anything you're saying to me, I'm gonna take it as a compliment. I don't care how bad it is, because you that fine. If Mech says that to me, he might get his jaw slapped. But Poom can say whatever he wants to say to me.
His character is kind of the same, but also different from Bake Me, Please. Like Bake Me,
Yeah.
Please, he was just kind of. I mean, he was kind of the same character, but he was a
Mm-hmm.
little snaky at the end of
Yeah,
that
he was
show.
very snaky at the
Which
end. I
I
don't
I, I
think
was still on his side the whole time. I didn't give a fuck.
I wasn't really on his side,
I was on his
but
side, but
I
he didn't
will.
even like Guide in the end. He didn't even like Guide like that.
Yeah, he was just
Yeah.
being a mess because he was into. Yeah, he was into Ohm, right?
No, he wasn't into anyone. He just wanted to get back at home in the
Oh
show.
yes, that's what
He
it
was just
was. But
like, I'm trying to take your man because you took my job making pastries, and you got me here making pies.
right, just being messy and
I don't
sneaky,
know. That show was a
and
mess, but
it was yeah. Um,
this show is gonna be his big hit, maybe, hopefully.
I think so, and I hope so because it's starting off strong.
It's
So
starting
we're
off strong,
really
yeah.
hoping that it keeps the momentum and it keeps us on our toes. And
And he
I
said
want to
Up
be
is gonna
screaming.
ruin his life, or
Yeah.
has ruined his life. Like crazy.
Yeah, that's the question. I'm like, I want to know how. Like, what did he do? I hope it's not going to be something stupid. Like, oh yeah, he left me outside and forgot to give me the key.
No,
Like,
it's probably gonna
I'll
be
be
like he
like,
played with his feelings, or like
he,
I don't know, he's
mm-hmm,
with him just because he looks like Mac, or like, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
or he did
Hmm.
something crazy. I don't know. Like,
Did something
I'm
crazy to get into the industry?
right.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We
So
shall see.
we shall see. Um, the another show that started
Yeah, this came out already
actually
a couple
4 weeks
weeks ago.
ago
Yeah.
is Memory in the Letter. Um, I've been watching it. First of all, I forgot about the show. Like, I
I've
feel
seen it
as if,
on Twitter, but I was like, I have too much on my plate.
yeah. And I forgot, I remember seeing a trailer at some point and I forgot, and then it just came up, on my radar when I was looking on WeTV.
Hmm.
And I
Oh,
was
she got
like,
the app. She's just scrolling
well,
through the
I have
apps.
a free account because, I said I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
going to
yeah.
pay for
Same,
another
same.
one. So it came up and I was like, oh, okay, I think I remember seeing this trailer.
Memory
And
in
the
the what?
show is a roller coaster in a good way.
It's about
There,
like is it like multiple dimensions or something? Like,
there is, it's another,
is it a
there are two
timeline?
dimensions, like two universes, okay,
Mm,
that are parallel. And pretty much what happens is our main character, I believe his name is Axum or whatnot,
yeah.
he is having, it starts off with him having a fight with his father. I had a fight with my father. And he flew out in a rage. It was just like that, literally like that Bette
Word.
Midler song. So Axum left his dad's house, moved into a dorm close to his university, so then he could finish his degree in
Degree.
literature. And his dad
Mm.
did not want him to do that. His dad wanted to do like engineering or something.
His dad said, "Literature. Who gonna buy your shit?
Yeah, and
Who gonna read your book?"
the stuff he was throwing at him was like because his mom, who is not in the picture. I'm not going to say why because we do find out a couple episodes later, but I'm not going to
Okay,
say
okay.
why because I think people should watch the show. Um, was also a writer.
Mm.
So,
He's like, "How
and
dare you remind me of my wife,
yeah,
of your mother?"
who left him.
Mm.
So
As she should.
yeah. So anyway, uh, so he goes into this dorm. It's on the top floor of a dorm building that has no elevator, so
Mm-hmm.
you got to take the stairs all the way up. He gets in. The previous person in the dorm left the mirror in that room, and it's a big, beautiful mirror. When he goes in, the mirror looks pretty ordinary, but then there's a meteor shower that happens his first night, and a meteor allegedly lands in his room, but he doesn't see it
And it hits
when
the
he
mirror.
comes to. Well, when he comes to, he doesn't see his reflection in the mirror. Instead, he sees a whole nother room with a man in the mirror.
Oh my god.
And and they start talking. Like first they see each other, they pass out because they're both shocked to see somebody else that's
Not
not
two queens
themselves.
passing out.
They both pass out. And then when they come to, they start trying to talk to each other.
They're
And
like,
yeah,
hey,
there's, and they try to really figure out what in tarnation is going on here.
it's an
Um,
ASL.
but then things get really
Can they hear
strange.
each other through the mirror?
Yeah, they can hear each other. They can see each other. They're talking. They're
They
even
just
watching
can't go
movies
into the
together.
mirror,
They
right?
just can't go into the mirror. Right.
I'd be so weirded out. Do they put like a cover over the mirror at night? I'd be like, you can watch me all day
Initially
long.
they did, but then as they got closer, they stopped doing that
They're
because it's
like, we're
kind of like,
besties. We're
yeah,
besties.
they got really close.
Are they are
Um,
they are they besties or is this the love interest?
that is for you to find out.
Really?
So there's some other elements going on in this show, but that's the main one.
Mm-hmm.
I will say the kicker is what kind of sold me on it is they later, actually this is in episode 2, so it is slightly a spoiler. Axum finds because he's reading like, something similar to like Tumblr or something, where people
Okay.
would
Yeah. Yeah.
post
Yeah.
stories and all of that
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he's a
He's on
literature
Reddit.
guy.
He's on Reddit.
Yeah, so like people will post fictional stories. Someone
Oh,
posted a
he's on
fictional story,
fanfiction.net.
and it's a story about him and the dude in the mirror. And he's like, wait a
Like
minute,
word
how
for
is this
word, their
happening?
life.
Word for word, every single detail. So
Oh.
the show
Oh.
is following him trying to figure out where the hell did the story come from and who is stalking me to know these very intimate details. Like, are there cameras around? What is going on? So
It's
it's
like
gotten
it's
it's
like a couple days like behind, or is it like can he read into the future?
it's kind of like a day behind. It would like come up and then it's what already happened. Like every single detail.
Oh,
The names, everything.
that's crazy.
Yeah. So now I'm like, I want to figure out who the hell how is this happening?
I'd be
Because
like, am I
already this
real?
is already weird.
I'd be like,
Like
am I
that
even
you're
real?
talking
This
to a
is
man in the
fake.
mirror.
Yeah, I'm in a show. I'm in a.
Right. I'm in
going
a
through it.
novel, a web novel.
I'm going through it right now. Like I'm not even
Yeah.
real.
So it gets really interesting. I do think it's worth watching. I'm glad that we have two kind of supernatural shows that are out that are actually so far seem to be good because last
Mm.
month we had a couple that were not good.
I mean, we just
So
had a show that ended. That was okay. It was pretty.
which one are you talking about?
A Deep Night.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I almost forgot.
But we
Um
can talk that another day.
we could talk about that another day. In short, I thought the show was fine.
Uh,
I don't know
short.
if I necessarily like that ending per
The
se.
ending was terrible, but we'll talk about
Yeah,
another day. Another
but
day.
we could talk about that another day.
But remembering the
because
letter, I'll add it to my list. That sounds good.
yeah, because you know what, we got some mess to get into.
Yup.
Because I wanna know about some of your DILFs.
Ew.
So Jonathan, because I'm a bit older, but I look young. Thanks to
does
good
she?
skincare.
Oh, she's older? Oh my god.
You knew this. Don't play. And I like the more adult BLs where the main ship is in like their 30s, 40s. But when the ship is younger, I do like to look at the dads. And some of those dads are DILFs. So do you got a BL DILF, Jonathan?
Oh my god. I mean, from this list that I made, there's only like one person. Really. And he's not even a dad. He's not even a dad. He's not even that old.
I know who you're talking about from Step by Step.
Yes, I give it to Man. He's like my number one.
I mean,
like an
he
older
is
man.
gorgeous. And he does look older than his age. I'm not going to lie.
I mean,
but
the
isn't he
white
like...
side is crunching, but
Because I was going to say, he is half Norwegian.
yeah, the Asian in him is crunching him, but
Yeah.
I love him.
Another one. So, one that I
Okay,
think
so
is
let's
crazy.
go down the list. Let's go down.
So, one that I love is, and I think it's the same one you love, but I thought of him differently.
Really?
No, well, it's the same actor, but I thought of him from a different show. I think you thought of him from Bad Buddy. I thought of him from Bed Friend.
No, Bed Friend, he ruined.
Let me tell you something.
He ruined his image with that show. I was so good.
Let me tell you this. Okay. I remember when I saw that stepdad in Bedfriend, I was like, this guy is bad news. And I think I told you, I have a theory that the guys who are fine, like a little too fine, are usually evil. Or they're stupid, if not both.
Mm-hmm.
And Bedfriend, there it is. That stepdad is fine, but he's evil. So I usually try to stay away from the guys that are too fine in my dating life because something's going to be wrong. And I don't like, and look, I'm not trying to get myself in mess like that. The only mess I like to make is in the bedroom, but that's different.
Oh my God.
But in this case, I was like, ooh, he's fine. But I was like, ooh, he's trouble. And we know he's trouble. He is trouble with a capital T. Okay.
I was so mad. No, yeah. He was fine in Bad Buddy. I was like, all right, Pran's dad. He's barely in the show too.
Right, he's barely in the show.
2 episodes.
Right. Unlike in Bedfriend, he was in a lot of episodes. And he got arrested in the end, as he should have been arrested.
As he should. I should have seen the sentencing.
Yeah, they should have given us a whole trial. You know, how long he gonna be in jail. I mean, the stepdad was trash. His mama was trash.
They all needed to go.
The only person that Uwe had that was good was his sister and his family. Like, his stepdad and his mama were trash. Yeah. We both loved G's dad from Only Boo, who also happened to be, you know, in To Be Continued.
The dad in To Be Continued. I mean, I wouldn't say I loved him, but I think he was cute. He's cute.
You know, he got that really good tan. You know, and I'm pretty sure if he took his shirt off, he would have that body, you know.
Oh my.
But we didn't see all of that.
we ain't see that.
Right. But I liked him. I also liked the uncle from Anti-Reset. Even though I don't like the uncle per se.
You don't like his
I liked the way he looked.
I did not. I was like, no, ma'am. Everything about you. Get out of here.
I liked his perm. He's like 40-something. You know, he could get it, you know. I see that you put Uncle Jim on here. Why? First of all, Earth is fine. We already know
Earth
this.
Is not even that old. Earth is like 29.
30. I think he's 30 now, right? I think he just turned 30.
I feel like he's like 29 still. I don't even know. But it was just funny because in that show, he's supposed to be like old as fuck. Like he's
supposed to be 40. He's not old as fuck. He just 40.
Yeah, he's 30.
He's supposed to be 40 in the show.
He's like, I'm so much older than you guys. Like, old man like me. And I'm like, boy.
Yeah, he did try to act. I was like, you're 40.
To the clinic, that face is snatched. Like,
right. You out here acting as if, like, you know, approaching 80. Like,
come on. Oh, another person I should have put here. Let me add it to it.
Who you gonna put? Oh, Lord.
Oh,
Sanpang? From
no. Oh, you can put that. Yes. I put
from the unknown.
I'm putting Papang. He's also was in Moonlight Chicken. He was his boyfriend, Earth's boyfriend, the one that died.
The one that passed or left him for, I forgot.
The one that was he had a whole girlfriend that he was a whole fiance. Yeah. But he also died in some boat accident.
Yeah, but it was. Oh, so both happened. Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
he had a whole girlfriend / wife, and then died. Yeah,
he was also in Only Friends. Remember, he was with Mark for a second.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, ooh, all right.
Yeah.
And he was also in Not Me. He was in a bunch of shows, but yeah.
I just think it's so funny that you put in Uncle Jim, aka Earth. But I mean, Earth is gorgeous. Like, let's be real, especially in that. You know, one thing about Moonlight Chicken is they had him. He said that he purposely was out in the sun a lot to be really tan for that show. And like, Earth,
you could just put down the whiteners,
right? Yeah, like Earth looks so good when he's tan. Mm-hmm. Like, so good. I mean, he doesn't look bad when he's, you know, using the whitening creams, but when that man is tan, Ooh, when he is tan, like, I swear,
Water boys.
it's
Water boys.
like, yes, it's literally like he is a caramel mirror. Okay, like the sun is reflecting off of that skin. Um,
He looked good. Right now, they're in Rome right now. I'm so jealous.
who else did you say? You said Tanguy from
Oh,
History 3.
his dad. Remember?
I
If you
I didn't
ever
think he was cute.
the dad.
Yeah, I don't think the
It's
dad
about the
was
dad
cute.
that was like teaching him cooking. I thought he was cute.
Okay. Anyway,
Anyways,
uh, I
and of course I
also,
put my man by step by
yeah, we
step.
already said man, but then
Okay.
who else? The uncle from 180 degrees longitude passes through us. That man
Yes,
was also
and
fine.
he was fine with his broken leg at the end. I was
Yeah,
so dumb.
he got on my last nerve, but he
He
was
got on my
fine.
last nerve, but he was fine. But no
Right.
reason to go after your
Mm.
your almost nephew. I don't know.
Yeah,
Your best friend's son.
your best friend slash dead lover's son.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm.
Crazy behavior. Messy behavior.
Messy
But I guess he
behavior.
shut that down.
I mean, there
But
was a lot of
there
that
was a lot of
show.
tension. There was a lot of I don't
We
know. There was
should.
something.
I think we should also do like
We
a.
should do a deep dive into that show because that
Yeah,
show is a whole think piece.
that could be
Like
a
we
mini
should
episode that
rewatch
we could
it
do
and yeah,
because there's a lot to unpack in that show, and it's a really good show.
yeah.
Um, Also, Nozue from Old Fashioned Cupcake, which you still have not seen yet.
Uh huh. But I know you talking about. He's the main character guy, right?
Yes, who's turning 40, has not dated anyone. He's not a dad in the show, but he's definitely daddy. And,
Mm-hmm.
he looks great. I definitely, I would add him to my black book.
Ooh, your little black book.
Also, we already know, played by my baby Robin, Professor
How dare you put him in here?
Iwanaga.
Yes.
Listen, that man is. I mean, and also
is
let's just break this down. Let's
is he
say he
even
was
old
just a
though? Is
professor.
Robin old? Is he even old
He's
enough to
in his
be daddy
30s, or
status?
whatever. But we said 30s or 40s for daddies, okay? And he he gave off that playboy kind of, that fuckboy vibe.
I guess he's 34. All right.
Yeah,
Admitted into the daddy status.
I would definitely,
Oh, Makoto's 26. Ooh, crazy.
I'll definitely do something with one of his nipples. Um,
Oh, oh, oh,
and
oh, oh,
then,
oh.
are you saying Osan's Love?
I was saying, is there anybody from Osan's Love? Because I haven't
No,
seen that show, but you've seen it.
I'm thinking
But
the
there's no
Japanese
daddies
one.
there? There's no daddies in there that you'd like?
They're daddies, but they're not DILFs.
All right. What about... This is my
Okay,
ultimate. This is my ultimate. This is
of
my
course you would
ultimate.
like Mile.
I said,
Not and
Mile,
not
P.
you putting P
Mile.
Mile. Boy, bye. I mean, he is cute. I'll give you that. And he
He's
has the arms.
32.
And he has the arms.
He has the
That
arms. He has the bank account. He
that's right.
has
But
the
you know what?
face.
I feel as if
Like you said it earlier, like that's Apple's sugar daddy right there.
yeah. And I'm trying to get Apo on the side for me.
Oh my god.
So, and with that said, that's all we have for this episode of Bride Can Top My Knee. Be safe. Have your knee topped by a hot daddy, not a young tender.
Ew. Hope the ride in your life tops your knee. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.